What is going on, guys? So in this video I wanted to showcase to you how I remove all of my summertime springtime scents. I was supposed to have been gotten rid of this is on the website wheelofnames.com. So it's basically a spinning wheel template, and you can plug in whatever it is you want to, customize it with a few different options and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over here. Oh, I accidentally spent the wheel by mistake. Wasn't trying to do that. What I was trying to do is come over here, and this is my full list here. So I'm going to select this whole entire list, and we're just going to go ahead and delete that list. So that clears out our board, that clears out our wheel entirely. We have a blank slate. Now I've been collecting some names bit by bit on my phone. So what I've been doing is I went to my Facebook Messenger and I went to my own page, or my own name pretty much. So I was able to message myself, and I just typed in whatever fragrance names that were fall or winter related, and I just typed it each one into a message, and I lined it up like this, where I would type a name and then I would drop down to the next line, enter a name, drop down to the next line, enter a name, and so on and so forth. So with doing that, whenever I come here to try to plug it in here, it'll go ahead and plug in all those fragrances instead of me having to go in and type in one by one all over again. So it helps me out a little bit. So we're gonna come up here to my Facebook, go head over here to my Messenger, and I'm gonna pull up the message that I sent to myself, and I'm just gonna copy and paste that. So we hit copy, and then we'll come back here to the wheel of names, over here to the name section, and we're gonna paste. And automatically you see it plugs in all of the fragrances that I plugged in so far. So this isn't even all of them. I gotta go back in and type in some more. But this is just a good way, for you to be able to incorporate everything. It may be hard to get all of your fragrances in one day. It may be a little tiresome, but you can knock off a good 20 or 30, every here and there, and build up your, build up the selection in the meantime. I recommend not taking too long like I did. I could have had this up, back in like November or something like that. Here I am, we're about to enter spring soon. I'm just not uploading my fall and winter list. So since we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of things. So here in the customize section, you can see that there are a few options, and these options, this is for sound. You can turn that on and off, or change it to whatever sound you want. They got all type of different songs and things like that. You can change it to how loud it is, whether you want it to spin slowly, showing the title, and the spin time, this one is the most important for me, especially when I'm doing giveaways, which I don't do often, but whenever I'm doing giveaways, I don't want it to default at 10 seconds because I feel like there's not enough spinning, and it doesn't give anybody a fair chance. But 20 seconds, in my opinion, is a great amount of time. They have a tab at the top here after spin. So what do you want it to do once it's done spinning, and it'll give an applause, or you can select whatever type of sound effect you want to happen. Launch confetti, which I usually do. Auto remove the winner after 5 seconds, which is a really good tool because you're able to keep fragrances that you've worn out of that rotation, so that you're constantly using a different fragrance and you're not hopping right back to a favorite of yours again. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that. Play a click sound when the winner is removed, that's fine. Animate winning entry, we can do that as well. So let's see what we're going to go ahead and wear for this evening. So I've already been wearing a fragrance, the King from Sensual Obsessions. That's what I've been wearing today, but we'll go ahead and select a fragrance for this evening. So let's see here. Give it a good spin here. Like I said, I love utilizing this. It's a cool, effective, and just fun and interesting way to keep fragrances that you normally don't ever touch, keep them in your rotation. And Prime example, I have not ever worn this one. My Spicebomb oil, I have never worn this, not even once. So let's take a look. So this particular fragrance right here, I ended up picking this up from African Imports. And I heard a lot of people talking about Spicebomb, but I had never wanted to pull the trigger on it just yet. I wanted to get an oil and see what it was about. I got a huge amount. I think this is the 8-ounce bottle or the 4-ounce. And I honestly don't need this. You know, a 1-ounce would have been just fine. But I haven't really wore this. I have made a few atomizer sprays out of it, but I ended up getting rid of them because I never really wore them. Really nice smell to it. My wife, when I first allowed her to smell this one, or asked her to smell this one, she didn't care for it as much. It definitely has a warm, spicy, kind of peppery sort of vibe. There's something in here that almost comes off a little like dill or like a pickle. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's anise or star anise or what, but something in here comes off a little like almost like a pickle. Like you get this spice, you get a little bit of light sweetness, something almost like licorice or like a pickle comes up, and there's some green herbaceousness in here as well. There's some spice. I don't know if I'm getting any like amber. There's some vanilla in here. It smells nice. Maybe if I tried it again as a spray and kind of open it up a little bit more, that'll help it, you know, make a little bit more sense to me. Plus, I already have some fragrances on today, but this is a way for me to utilize and at least take another second look at a fragrance that I normally don't take a look at. My label on this is faded, so you can't really see the name on this at all. It's really, really faded. But yeah, that's my scent of the day, and that's how I utilize that nameofwheels.com. Like I said, I'll drop a link in the description where you guys can check out that website and build your own list up. Like I said, message yourself on Messenger or whatever app that you may want to use to build that initial list. You'll type in whatever name and then drop down to the next line, type the next one, and keep it in that sort of column format. So when you plug it in to copy and paste it into that list, into Wheel of Name list, it'll automatically populate everything separately as its own fragrance, as its own column, and you'll be good to go. You just copy and paste and you're ready to roll. Listen, that is it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.